You must apply for the visa stamp. Here we go. Complete a copy. What's the form you file for an out blanket? I-129S. Anything else? Support letter. The forms, the other forms?
156 and 157.
156, 157. All the documents, the employee's qualifications. Okay, visa process at the consulate. Always follow the instructions. Now, you know you are always doing these and you think nothing will change, but it's just when you think that the government or the consulate will change something. Right? Yeah, just boom, and no announcements, no notice, change in your face. Okay? I recommend before you send anybody to a consulate, especially a manager, executive, these L1As, do your homework, check the embassy website one last time, make sure nothing has changed. New procedures, new filing fees, backlog, anything, it's good to do that. It covers yourself when something happens. If something were to go wrong. So go to the consulate webpage. Again, I've got a good reference for that. You can find the embassies worldwide on the State Department website. Department of State, DOS, that's another one I didn't mention before. DOS, that's the Department of State. They run all the embassies worldwide. U.S. Department of State. Okay, all the forms, you know what they are, people. Sponsor support, U.S. sponsor letter, Indian company employment verification letter, or even other places. Like again, if this person has worked for your company in the UK or your company in Singapore, get letters from the managers or supervisors of that person in those places to make up the 1-year experience requirement prior to filing. Charts, organizational charts. Organizational charts for the U.S. company. Okay? Passports, application fees, pay stubs, proof of your dependents that they really are yours. You know what I mean? People see the picture of my wife and they ask me, how did this happen? You know what I mean? She's so beautiful. It's true. They're like, you were a clown. How did this occur? And anyway, so the embassy can sometimes ask questions. It's good if you have the documents. Here's my marriage certificate. You know what I mean? You don't believe me? Right there, buddy. Okay? All right. So again, if it's the applicant who goes to this interview should be prepared to answer basically these kinds of questions. Their current pay or job duties, their experience, and education. So if the interviewer is asking things like, so what qualifies you for this visa, or what was your 1-year experience, they should know. They should be familiar with their own information. They can't be shy like some of you, not willing to say anything, right? They got to be brave and stand up and say, I worked here on that day and that day. This was my supervisor. Proposed activities in the U.S., another one. They should be very familiar with their job description coming, their salary that they'll be offered, all of the details in the job offer. The day that they're going to be in the U.S., maybe their itinerary, what's expected, when will they start a project, all of that should be something they might have committed to memory. See how quick that was? And I think it is almost non-time, friends. Okay? Questions? The blanket. Yes.
Is the petition specific to the place that we specify in I-129?
Good question. Do you mean which